Hey, it's Angelina DeWeese. This is video number 17 of my video series From Cocaine to Carrots. See, these videos are about my healing process, my transformational journey. I know, big word. But it really means is that this is the process that I went through in my life to go from doing many nights of cocaine, to drinking, to smoking, to stopping doing all that, losing 75 pounds, and learning to love myself along the way. So, as I'm sharing these stories, I hope that you watch from beginning to end. There are so many life lessons that, although your life's not the same as mine, and we are very different people, and I hope that you never live my life exactly, that you could learn some lessons. And that's what I hope to do, is inspire you to take a small nugget from something that's happened in my life and apply it to yours to make it even better. And right now we're in Thailand and we're on campus. And so in Thailand, the campus was really small. So it was kind of like high school all over again. There were lots of pretty girls, and I would compare myself to them all the time. But after a while, I started to notice that instead of comparing myself, I could be inspired by them. So I would start to sit by them and watch them and listen to them. And all of them were talking about some cleanses and fasts and detoxes that they were doing. They were talking about yoga, power yoga, hatha yoga. I had no idea what kind of yoga. I just knew that there were lots of different kinds of cigarettes at the time, and I knew what my favorite beer was. But I didn't know anything about those things. So I decided that if I were going to make this leap, maybe I could become healthier. Maybe I could lose weight. And just maybe I wasn't supposed to be 210 pounds. So I decided to set an appointment with the campus health person. He was the PE teacher, he was the nutritionist, he was just the fitness guru. Now this guy was ripped. He looked like Baywatch guy to me. Total six-pack, total babe. All the girls would go gaga over him when he would walk in the room. So even setting an appointment with him was a huge step for me. I remember walking into this small, little, ugly room, sitting down in a chair right next to a big desk, and he's staring at me. I remember my heart beating fast, and I started to think to myself, oh my God, what'd I do? I was so intimidated and nervous. And I thought, what if I can't do this? What if he doesn't think I could do this? And I never asked for help. I didn't know what it was like to be supported or to be helped. So I started to tell him that I was feeling frustrated, that I was having low energy and constipation, and my skin was breaking out. And I noticed that all of these other girls, or people who looked like him, very beautiful, were eating different things, and I didn't know what they were. So I asked him if he could help me. And he said yes. He said, the first thing I would like for you to do is I'd like for you to do a fruit cleanse. Now what that means, what he's explained it to me as, is just eat fruit, as much fruit as you want, all day long. So starting tomorrow, I want you to eat as much fruit as you can consume. Any kind. I was like, oh, well, how easy can that be? That sounds great. And he says, okay, good. So then you'll come in after you've finished with that and we'll go to the next step. So I wake up that morning, the weather's perfect, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I had less cigarettes last night and less beer, so I should be able to do this. And I wake up and I take the bus to campus. There's a huge cafeteria. So on campus, we can buy anything that we want. And there are giant boxes of pre-cut fruit of all kinds. Apples, bananas, durian root, lychee, papaya, mango, you name it. We're in a tropical region, so they had it. So I begin eating the fruit, and it's so satisfying and so delicious. And I'm feeling great. And about 11 o'clock, I get a major headache. I felt terrible. It was awful. And then by 12 o'clock, I kept daydreaming of a hamburger. I thought, I don't know, this can't be that hard, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. And so my my mind started playing little games on me. You know what that means? Is when one part of my brain says, okay, just give up. This is stupid. You can't do this. And the other side of my brain would say, you really, really want to do this. He is counting on you. You're going to go in there. And if you don't do it, you're going to be a big fat failure. So about 12 o'clock, I went back to the lunchroom, and all I could do was remember smelling the hamburgers and how wonderful they smelled. And I ordered one. And I go to sit down at the table, and someone walks up to me and says, oh, aren't you doing that fruit cleanse? And I said, yeah, but I totally gave up. Well, see, what happened was that I failed. I failed at it. Now, I don't really believe that today. I don't believe that you can really fail at something, or at least in a negative term. We cannot accomplish a goal. But what I didn't realize is that it might have been too significant of a change for my body. From one day, from smoking and drinking and eating lots of hamburgers and french fries, to the next day, just fruit. Come on, let's be a little bit nicer to ourselves. Which is that might not have been the best cleanse for me. But I thought that I failed. And I thought that it was just a testament that I could not be like them. There was another reason why I will never be beautiful, thin, popular, or fun, right? I'll just be me. I might as well just smoke some more, drink some more, and get on with my life, right? So that was the story of how I tried something new to become more like the girls and ended up failing, if you will. But here's the thing. It just wasn't a failure. The reason it wasn't a failure is because I took an action. I did something new that I'd never done before. And I started to see that all it takes in life to learn something new is to take more and more actions. So the next thing that I did was that one of the girls invited me to a power yoga class. And I thought, wow, okay, I haven't exercised in years. I don't even know what this would be like, but I'll go. She says, well, it's at 5 a.m. tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, holy crap, I don't even get up that time. Maybe I just won't go to bed. So I decided to go to bed early, as is really important to me. And I get there. Now, in the beginning, we go out to this little outdoor bungalow, and I'm standing in the middle of this beautiful Thai building. It is gorgeous. And they give me a yoga mat. I have no idea yoga moves. So I just put myself in the back of the class and I start to follow along. Well, about 6 a.m., actually, sorry, not 6 a.m., it was about 5:30. In Thailand, it gets really hot really fast. So about 5:30, half an hour into the class, I couldn't tell if it was me getting hot or if it was just sweltering out because I was dripping sweat, pouring sweat. I could hardly keep up. My body felt inflexible, totally in my way. I couldn't bend down all the way. My stomach was in the way, and it was pretty much torture and awful. And I'm just so glad that I was in the back of the room. Have you ever felt like that? So glad you're in the back of the room? Well, that was my experience. So I ended up surviving it. Not quite sure how, but I did. And that was another action that I took. So one of the things in life, if you're making changes or if you're wanting to reach beyond your comfort zone, one of the major things in life is taking action. So I encourage you, if there's anything in your life that you want to know more, be more, or have more, is to take action on it. And so in the next couple of videos, I'll be sharing with you more and more about how this progression, this change started to happen for me. And how did I go from being sick and depressed to being healthy and happy and vibrant. So keep on watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.